Okay, we're going to do this one more time and see what happens. I had some technical problems. Maybe streaming at home is not my forte on my internet connection, but hi there, everybody. My name is Steven. If you're just watching this, I am not leaving Las Vegas, and I'm a Vegas blogger. And today's topic of the video is, as I said in the subject, in the title, is Vegas dead or about to boom? You guys can ask me questions if you want to. You'll notice that I haven't been doing a lot of videos lately and in the morning times, and there's a reason for that. There's a lack of news, and I would rather not just spam you guys with bad, low-quality videos. I see other channels do this, not just in Las Vegas. I'm not criticizing Vegas channels per se, but I see channels that feel the need to upload every day. For a while, I was that person, and I did that. And I get to the point where I realize that I'm not really talking about things, but you guys seem to enjoy it. But at the same time, don't want to break that trust with you. So when there's no news to report, there's no news to report. And sometimes there's nothing to talk about. I did ask on Patreon today, and I got a lot of good responses. I said, I have YouTube writer's block. Give me a topic. It looks to me like something has happened with the channel. I was the guy who did 5 things I didn't know about Vegas, and these things will blow your mind. And then I went to the news guy when COVID broke out and coronavirus hit. Ooh, I'm saying the nasty word that they don't like to have on YouTube. They don't like that word. If you say it too much, they inspect all of my videos, by the way. Every single one of my videos is a human being, not the automatic system that inspects it. I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, so I became the news guy. And then I started recently posting videos that were edited. I actually bought a computer. It's on the back desk right there. So I could do these at work for an hour a day at lunchtime, get better at editing nicely edited videos. But I asked on Patreon, what would you like to see? It looks like people do want to see that kind of stuff. But I think it's a testament to the fact that there's not a lot of dramatic news going on right now. Now I know my stream is good. You know, you like that stream. It's a sexy, quality, silky smooth stream. I think it's pretty good. I don't have any drops. Patreon can't post on it. You can, Sue, you can post. There's a wall for you if you want to post. I have my main wall, and then there's one for you. Welcome back, even much better, Joseph says. So I think that's a testament to the fact that the city is not dead. It's not dying. There's not news every day of casinos shutting down. They might shut down their hotel rooms during the week, but the casino's open with the exception of the Encore. But that's good. You know, that's good to see. So while I'm happy there's not a video to do every day, I'm not very happy. I mean, you know, somebody recently said on Facebook about how I forced my wife to make face masks. Au contraire, I made a word up. It's Canadian for au contraire. I actually like promoting those for her, but I do it because she asked me to. By the way, this one here, we got a bunch of sports teams. I just got to post about this. You got to wear a mask for right now. The vaccines are weeks or months away for you and me, if you're going to take one. These ones here, we give away. We have a bunch of sports teams. They're totally for free. I cannot sell them. You buy a mask at $25, you get one free. That's always been the deal. You buy one mask, normal mask, you get a sports one completely for free. I got Vegas Golden Knights. We got Las Vegas Raiders. I got Denver Broncos, Seattle Seahawks. So if you guys are a team fan, go check it out. I got a bunch of stuff. Braves says it's buffering again. I don't know about that. I see my live previews in this window, my stream previews in this window, my live previews in this window. But is it just, you know, is it just dead? I don't think it's dead. But you tell me, and you ask me a question for what you want me to talk about, and I will go ahead and see if I can talk about it for you. And if you guys want to do that, you can go to vegasfacemask.com, no S at the end. If I was more prepared for this, I would have done something with that. I can actually still do something with that. I can just put www.vegasfacemask.com. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. So we can put that somewhere up on the stream. And we'll get your questions in a minute here. Facemask.com. This is how I support the wife, and she actually supports the family with it. In the Philippines, she's helping them to build a future for themselves. And she's building something nice for them. And so you guys go to support that. It's a good cause. You guys can visit that website right there if you guys want to support the channel. All right. Can you do snack food reviews? Snack food reviews. Timothy, what kind of snack foods would you have me review? That's very, very interesting. Whatever you guys think. What are the best areas to live in North Las Vegas? Dell says, I don't know North Las Vegas as well. I should ask my friend Josh. He's a realtor out here. His website is joshsellsvegas.com. I'm not really sure what the good areas are. I know that there are some terrible areas on North Las Vegas Boulevard. We went to look at a place one day, and it was scary. People were wearing red and blue. not because they were patriotic, but because that's the gang members and stuff like that. Broer's last video. Yeah, I mean, I met him one time on the strip. Seems like a nice enough guy. That's good. Coming this Sunday through Wednesday, is there going to be any restaurants open? Yes, every restaurants are open. I don't know where you're getting that from, James. They could be closing Mondays and Tuesdays, but I think there's going to be a lot of restaurants open. You might want to consult the property you're going to. We did go to the Wicked Spoon Buffet on Thursday. I was going to make a review. I'm not really making a review of the Thanksgiving service. Just wasn't what I wanted it to be. It's not dead by any means. It's just kind of slow, Leonard says. Doesn't surprise me with the restrictions we got going on. It could always be worse, though. Got to be thankful for what we got. Absolutely it is. Not sure what work we do, Watbury. I know what Watbury is going to do for a living. I know. We're going to all cross our fingers. Say good luck, Watbury, in the chat below if you guys want to. Wish him some good luck. So topic of the day is Vegas dead or about to boom? I believe it's about to boom. I'm being optimistic on this. The buses. So Derek asks, any word on the buses on the monorails? Well, monorail, no, but the buses have been running. They've never stopped running. They're deemed an essential service. So absolutely. You do need to make reservations for your restaurants when you come here. That's an important thing. Dell is asking if the Sphere is going. He's talking about the MSG Sphere, Madison Square Garden Sphere. Now, I called it the MGS Sphere because I thought there's certainly no way they're naming this after a food additive, but it's MSG. The company that's helping build it is Madison Square Garden. And that is there any word on that? Yes, there is word on that. They are building it. There's 2 giant yellow cranes up there now because they're getting to the point where the sphere is going to get bigger and pointier. Steven, can you try to find some Baby Yoda Mandalorian fabric X for me? Ambrosia, if you want to contact us on Facebook, that's the best way to do it. Just go to the page. It's vegasfacemask.com, just like you were typing it in. No www. And you can ask Caroline, and she'll make a deal where she can order it possibly off eBay or something like that. And we would pay in advance and get it for you and make it. Absolutely, we can do that, Ambrosia. Let's see. Which restaurant is your favorite at Circa? I've not eaten at any of the restaurants at Circa, Kel. I'm a steakhouse guy, so I'm sure I would like Barry's. That would be a nice place. But my experience in Circa is going there the grand opening night when none of the restaurants, well, that's not true. When we were there, they weren't open. Then they opened when they opened the resort at midnight. And then I've been in there a few times to meet up with Richard and another blogger. Not a Vegas guy. They don't want to meet me. Is MSG a China company? No, Matt. They're definitely not. As far as I know. No, I don't think they are. MSG is Madison Square Garden, as in the Madison Square Garden in New York City. Thanks, Stephen, for your insights. Bill Lemieux says, thank you so much, Bill. I know I didn't butcher your name because it's a French name, Bill. Egg Rolly is here. Hey, Stephen, they say. COVID was a... No, we're not saying that, Con. I love you, though. The McRib is back. So, guys, you're good to go. I don't care until Shamrock Shakes return, and they should make the Shamrock Shake a year-round event in Las Vegas, in McDonald's land. But the last time I went to get a Shamrock Shake, they ruined it. It was like a Shamrock Shake with like real ice cream. I'm like, no, I want that powder that you put into some water and you freeze. That's what I want. Let's see here. Oh, Rangers, Madison Square Garden. Yes, absolutely. The Rangers. I got a Rangers hat somewhere. It's right behind me by my black cat, which is right on the floor. There's Blackjack. You saw him on camera. Boom. Hey, Steve. Hope all is well and safe. Thank you, Amara. I appreciate you. What the heck happened to the Raiders Sunday? I don't know, man. They went in there like they weren't even playing. And the NFL, those guys are not. You're playing against an opponent. You could have 0 wins, but anybody can lose. There's a reason why you have to show up to play every game like you're playing the Steelers. There, we'll say the Steelers because they're the only undefeated team right now. I don't even know. Steve, are there any good coffee places in Vegas? I don't know, man. I don't drink coffee anymore, William. I know every time I drive past the Dutch Bros, it's lined up with like 50 cars in front of it. I don't know if that's something that's where you're at. It must be good. I don't know. But yeah, 6 o'clock at night, there's people lined up. It's like the new Starbucks, and Starbucks doesn't get lineups anymore. John Kirby, Mandalay Bay and the Mirage will close Monday through Thursday, effective November 30th. MGM Resorts confirmed that the hotel portions of the properties will open at noon on Thursdays. Yes, John, that is correct. Mandalay Bay and the Mirage are closing their hotels, not the casinos. No cause for alarm there. Keto desserts. I recommend if you want to eat a keto dessert, you get PB2, which is a powdered peanut butter, and Well, see, I just ate PB2. I just put PB2, which is powdered peanut butter in, and I would mix it up with there's a type of sugar-free jelly, and I would just eat that. But you know what? That's not even a dessert. And that's not even keto because it's not enough fat in it. Downtown was booming over the weekend. It was pretty busy. Absolutely. It was. Steven, what is the difference between being a Patreon or a YouTube member? Patreon takes 6%, YouTube takes 30%. You're both going to get the same perks. You're both mixed in the credits, and you both get the extra content. And that's really it. And also on Patreon, it's way easier on Patreon to view posts and for me to post things. I only do channel memberships because some people don't want to leave YouTube's platform, and I do appreciate it. Do you like egg drop soup? John Boy says. My wife likes it. I don't really like a lot of Asian foods. I like her cooking, but I'm not into Chinese and Thai so much. And chances everything opening up back in mid-February. Not a chance. I mean, not everything. Is Steve having allergies? I'll get to you in a minute. Not a chance. Not everything. It's not going to be enough time. It won't open up until probably 50% of the travel comes back, and then it's not even 50%, and that has to be every day of the week. You can't start and stop your activities like that. Like it's like a locomotive. It's got that brake, but it doesn't stop like your Tesla, which doesn't. It basically stops on a dime. I'm sure you all drive Teslas. I want a Tesla, by the way. Yeah, right. Keep dream on. Dream until the dream come true. Best rate on a strip hotel, Dell says. The Stratosphere, you can stay at the Stratosphere for $16 this week, and then you add in the $24 resort fee, I want to say, and it's cheap as heck. But then I reviewed the Plaza downtown, and it's $44 complete with resort fee into it. Do I have allergies? Yes, I've had them for years and years and years, and I still have them right now. Supposedly coming for a hockey tournament in February at the new rink in Henderson. I don't know about that. It depends on what event you're going to do and what's that? Yeah, I do. Steve is nice and chill. I am nice and chill. Caroline is here. Hi, Caroline.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm just tired.
You're tired. You've been making masks all day, haven't you?
Yeah.
Making masks all day. You gotta talk. If they can't see you, you gotta speak loud. Because there's the microphones.
Yeah,
the part of the mic that works is right there.
Well, someone was trying to kind of like, hustle me for like super like free mask.
Tell the story. They can't
Well,
see you.
okay.
You're not on camera.
All right. This is okay. So when they order something for like drop-offs, it's really tough, and we all know that, you and I, right?
Yeah, drop-offs are.
Okay, so it used to be just hey, 2 masks, and it's like it's not even worth just doing going all the way down there, da da da. So you and I decided to just go, hey, you know what? You have to at least, order like 450, and that makes it really worth for us to go.
Sure.
So this person's like, hey, okay, and it's super last minute, like, hey, I'll be there tomorrow. I'm like, oh God, okay, look, I'm a people pleaser, right? I please everybody. It's like, okay, well, you know what? I can do that. It's like, everybody wants my mask, so they come here and, okay, I'll do that, but it can't be tomorrow. How about like Thursday? Mm-hmm. And she says, sure, I was like, look, this is what, this is the rule, like a poor mask, make it worth it for us. And she goes, okay, sure. And then she goes like, can I get 4 for free? I'm like, I thought she meant like, can I also get 1 at least for free? I'm like, sure.
4 masks for free?
She wants 8 masks.
For free? Oh, no, she wants to order 4.
She wants 4, and then she wants 4 free. I thought she said 4 free because,
Yeah.
I don't know. And I just say, yeah, hello. And then next thing you know, she's like picking up all the fabrics. I'm like, okay. That's 8 altogether.
Right.
So I was trying to be nice. So I was like, oh, not really. I could give you like just, like from last week's promo what we did.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to honor that and just give you the, 2 free masks because, So I don't know.
Do they not? They don't get that it takes you a long time.
Like $5 for masks.
Eight masks for $50.
That's a lot of.
That's silly.
But anyway, so
I'm glad you held your ground.
Well, look, she seemed really nice.
Wanted 8 masks for $50. You should tell her, be like, I got a pack of disposables I can hook you up with.
You know how hard it is to like work on that sweatshop you put me in?
Oh, I know. That was bad. I know. Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, yeah. You haven't told them about this?
Nah, kind of, sort of.
Sweatshop?
Evan's mom says, can't always be nice to people when they try to take advantage of you. Whoppery says, yikes. Whoppery is the guy that you sent those Saints masks to. Do you know if the Bad Beat Brewing Company in Henderson sells their specialty beer cans for collection? I don't know, Cindy. That's like very random. They sell specialty beer cans. I saw, you know what I saw at that yard sale the other day? I saw a 6-pack of Billy beer.
Oh my God!
Do you even know what that is?
Yeah, no, that's what's his name's brother?
The president.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Billy Bear. Yeah.
Billy beer. It was which one was it? Billy Carter. Carter.
Oh, Carter.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter's brother.
Yeah.
Billy
yeah.
Beer.
Oh God, what was his brother?
It was full.
No, wait. Bill Clinton has a brother.
I know,
too,
but it
that's
was
kinda
Billy
like
Beer
a
from the
past,
70s. Just
past.
trust
What?
me. It was from the 70s. Just trust me.
Yeah, the Billy. Okay, but the
Yeah. And it was
what the
full
heck
of
did he
beer.
do?
And they were worth $50, and they wanted 5, and I should have
Bill
bought it and sold it.
Clinton's brother was also a pest.
I know he was, but yeah, that was bizarre. They were full of beer. Everybody, I'm like, this yard sale is
is it
selling
really?
50-year-old
I'm
alcohol.
gonna put this up to see if the
Okay.
princess.
Beer, Joe Rosie says. Steven, give Caroline AC in the sweatshop. If you guys don't know this,
Not allowed.
if you guys don't know this, on our Facebook group, Not Leaving Las Vegas, I tried a few experiments. I posted a question about vaccines, and I made it Vegas themed, and somebody thought it wasn't Vegas themed enough, and then it erupted into a thing, and somebody accused me of putting Caroline to work in a sweatshop. I swear to you, no lie.
Every now and then he does throw me in some little crackers.
Yeah, I throw crackers. Oh, Kiwi is in town. Kiwi, I haven't seen you forever and a half. Thank you, Kiwi. Kiwi is one of the original viewers on this channel from when I started live streaming in June of 2019. That's crazy. Yeah, I hope to see if you do a live stream at the Strip during 12:17 to 12:21. Well, it just depends on what day of the week that is. And I don't know why I can't click the clock and get a calendar on a Mac, so I can't tell you. Bye, honey. Yeah, back in the sweatshop. Is there free parking on the Strip? Everywhere is free right now with the exception of Caesar's Palace, and they will charge you. But if you're a local, you can do it for free. The scary part and the creepy thing about Caesar's Palace is that they scan your ID to know if you're a local or not. So they have like a way to tell or something. So you have the barcode on your back of your ID, you scan it. The Circa takes a picture of your license plate and use character recognition on their cameras, and they print the license plate number on your ticket when you get it. It's kind of weird. Steve, are the big time headliners Terry Fader still going on with the new restrictions? I've not heard of any shows closing, believe it or not. My prediction was that they're going to have to close. The one exception to what I just said was MJ Live at the Stratosphere, but that closed. I mean, it's a small show. Are her shackles that long? I know, right? Ebenezer, can't please everyone. If you're not, you'll lose yourself. You're gonna lose yourself to the moment, the music. You never let it go. Hello, Steven. Just booked mid-January trip. What temperatures can I expect? Should be in the upper 40s to mid 50s in January, but it'll get into the 30s at night. You're going to bring your winter clothes for that. Steven, your wife's funny, good sense of humor. I know. She married me. She has a great sense of humor. Why is Circa scanning driver's licenses when you enter their property? I don't know. It's, I figure it might be so you can't swap tickets with somebody. That would make sense. So when you leave, they know if your license plate is swapping tickets. Because if you found a ticket on the ground that only had an hour of time on it, you could even get out for free if they give you the first, or 30 minutes or something like that is free if you're just waiting for somebody. So I imagine that's what that is. Ontario is going to be handing out the vaccine starting December 31st and Quebec January 1st. But your province of Alberta, no timeline. Are you kidding me? Alberta doesn't need a vaccine. People in Alberta are full of oil in their veins. Really about that? Because the last time I read in Canada, they had no timeline for a vaccine whatsoever. And Justin Trudeau was like, I don't know. I'm not a Trudeau fan, by the way, so I shouldn't say my joke I was going to say about, I don't know everybody, but here's some free money, so shut up and be happy with me or something like that. Circa doesn't want any blacklisted players showing up. I don't know about that, Ernie, because how are you going to tell if you're blacklisted? If you're really that much of a player, you're going to have the money to just rent a car or drive in with a different vehicle. What are the lockdown rules in Vegas? There are no lockdowns in Las Vegas. We are not locked down. I can go to my gym after this, which I really should. If I want to, I can go to do a workout at my gym if I want to. I can go to a movie theater if they're open. I can go to a restaurant. I can go to a library. City Hall closed for most things. The courts are all jacked up. The scan... Move. I'm going to cough now. Water, everybody. Scanned my driver's license when I walked into a casino. Or were they just carding me? That's a joke because I'm in the 50 club, Cindy says. Yeah, they will do something like that. They'll scan your ID. Actually, I've been trying to look at the scanners. I don't know if the ID has a picture that's encoded into it. I have no idea if that's possible. Which concerts have you seen in Vegas? over the years? Practically none. We don't go to a lot of entertainment, her and I. At first it was because we had no money, and now it's just because they're not happening. We wanted to start going to shows and concerts. I mean, I've seen Cobb, I Cirque du Soleil, I saw Vegas the show, a couple of smaller shows. I would like to see Piff, the Magic Dragon, ex-degen gambler says. He's an ex-degenerate gambler, everybody. So, yeah, I mean, that's a good show. People really like it. I don't know what Piff stands for. Joe wants me to advertise the masks because he says, where'd you get the mask? This one, Sweet Wife that just walked out, just made. It's vegasfacemask.com. I actually like them. You know what's funny about this? I'm working on a video that I filmed in May. And if you guys have been following the channel, these used to lace up in the back until she made this bead in the back so it doesn't lace up anymore. It's kind of funny, actually, to see the black ones looking at me like I'm an idiot. They used to control the tires to get free parking too. I suspect they know people lose their player's card all the time. The tiers. They control the tiers to get the parking. Let's see here. I'd have to do the micro print on them to tell if they're real or fake. I'm an ID checker for the major shows here in California. Jerry says, makes sense. Yeah, I mean, fake IDs are easy to get on bad quality. You can get them in good quality, but they cost a lot of money. It's hockey season and no hockey, Matt says. I know. Go Knights go. I'm wearing baseball too. No baseball either. Cindy saw Cher in 2017. It was awesome. And the Beatles' Love is an awesome show too. That was the show we were supposed to go to, and then done. Do you have any updates on Garth Brooks at the stadium? His shows in February. Still showing us sold out. And coincidentally enough, Michael Bublé and Justin Bieber, not on the same tickets. It's separate days. It's not like some Canadian thing in Las Vegas. They're both Canadians, by the way. They are also scheduled to perform at T-Mobile Arena in February. So we'll see what that's all about. This is the Las Vegas Aviators, actually. It's the minor league baseball affiliate here. They also have a looks like a space alien, but it's actually an Air Force pilot's mask. But this is just the alternate logo right up there. I had a fake ID. It was pretty good. You guys want to get those fake IDs? I can't say on this YouTube channel, but there's a place to get them where apparently they can even pass like government checks, but they cost thousands and thousands of dollars apparently. I do have hat hair. I didn't even do my hair today. I went to work wearing a ball cap. I just work in an office and like nobody's at the office. I always stay at Flamingo, but I never checked it out, but I will next time if I can. I don't know what we're having a conversation between each other. Are Santa and his entourage going to land on the strip this year? Ho, ho, no, John. Santa's got to be socially distanced. Are hotel rates down? And if so, are they down for much future dates like March when we plan to come? They are down a ridiculous amount. Also down as airfares. I looked at traveling from my hometown in Calgary back to Las Vegas round trip. It was $196 US, which was stupid because the last time I looked at the similar trip in the past, it was over $900 round trip. Am I tired? I'm exhausted, but I wanted to do this live stream because I tell you guys my live stream dates are Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and I was not going to miss a live stream. So no fake IDs because I'm not a fake person, John says. Very nice. Yeah, you want to book your rooms right now. A lot of them are really low rates. And I don't know how far out into the future that people can book. But if you can book in March, book them now. Lock your price in. All right. Santa is immune to COVID. Well, you know what? Somebody, Dr. F, said we should cancel Christmas. Literally said that yesterday. You shaved. Some of us may start striking for the beard again. Yes, I wanted to look halfway decent. But no, I'm just a little bit, I'm a little bit tired, guys. I've been working end to end, and so is Caroline, and she's working hard. And by the way, these live streams are not monetized. This is brought to you totally on you guys. If I miss your question because I see the chats and we see how often the chats go. And by the way, thank you to Kiwi NZ, one of my OG's viewers. He's the super chatter tonight. Let's see where I can see my analytics. It's because, we have a chat rate of 12 to 20, which means every second or so, or every what's 20? 20 divided by 60. It's every 1.5 seconds there's a chat. If I missed your chat, I'm sorry. That's what the super chat's for. You don't have to do it. I'll try to read it. Justin Bieber at T-Mobile Arena is on June 4th. Oh, John, I guess I'm wrong. But tell me Michael Bublé is not in February. Maybe I'm both wrong. Crazy Horse Paris was cool at the MGM. Yeah, that's one of those old topless shows. They don't do that anymore. Our country is back in purple. Schools still closed. Our county, okay. I was going to say, what country are you in that codes them purple? I think California has some weird coding system for colors. I have no idea, man. What's your favorite Vegas movie? Well, I haven't seen The Cooler yet. That's on my Plex. I have to watch it. What else do I got? If you haven't used Plex before, you load sources from other like streaming things and you pull them all into one spot, and it's fantastic. It's wonderful. Michael Bublé at February 12th. Got it, John. John is our resident look stuff up for us guy today. What do I think about LTTE? I don't know what that is, Amba, but I appreciate you. Let's see here. Vegas Vacation is a good one. The Cooler's good. What else was a good Vegas movie? I mean, all the Oceans movies were fantastic, of course. There is Not Leaving Las Vegas. No, Leaving Las Vegas. That was a depressing movie. Depressing ass movie. The Burt Wonderstone was great. The Hangover's great. The Hangover movies are just fantastic for Las Vegas. Nicolas Cage has a movie here, and I always forget. I think it's called The Covenant or something like that. It's where he plays a crooked cop that wants to pull off a heist, and it has the guy from Lord of the Rings in it. I can't remember his name. It's not Tobey Maguire. It's the other babyface guy, and it's fantastic too. Don, Steamy, I'm back. I was COVIDed for 3 weeks. Holy crap, Don. Man, look at that. He's feeling much better, folks, and he's got a bunch of... I always wonder if that's a sweaty emoji or a crying emoji, but I'm glad you're good, Don. Thank you so much, Don. Thank Don 435 times. My goodness. Let's see here. Honeymoon in Vegas. Viva Las Vegas, just for the music. Very good. 21 actually is a great thing, but you got to watch the book. Read the book 21. It's great. It's about the MIT blackjack team and how they came to Las Vegas and they got banned. And the book is much better, much better than the movie ever could be. Do you think the casinos dial down payouts to increase returns during hard times? Don't think so. They could be. It's possible, but we've been seeing a lot of jackpots on the Strip. There was 2 last week. One was like 400,000 and another one was like 200,000. So that's a thing. I think we know for a fact that they've upped the minimums on tables because less people playing means that they have to have more minimums on the tables. How long to get Vegas back to normal? 2 to 3 years. I think it could be back to normal 1.5 to 2 years. I would kind of chunk that down a little bit. It depends on what your version of normal is. We rely way too much on entertainment. So if we want to get back to the normal we were at, who knows, really? Could be years and years, but the rest of the world has to catch up. We have to have international travel back. We have to have conventions back. We have to have all the professional sports with full audiences. We have to have theaters with full audiences. We have to have restaurants. Buffets are gone. So how is it ever going to be the same normal that you're used to? It's not going to be the same. I've won 4 jackpots in Vegas, Slick Raccoon says. Man, you are slick, Raccoon. Coming to Vegas January, Steve says, 31st. Hope things will improve. Been checking out Mesquite as a possible place to move. Why Mesquite? That's interesting. I recommend Boulder City, Nevada. Boulder City has the lowest crime rate in the entire state. It's a small little place 45 minutes south of the Strip. Median home prices are a little bit more expensive, but it's a beautiful place. I got to see 7 Days to Vegas, movie free on Amazon, Adam says. Cool, I'll check it out. Slot Gypsy's in the house. How you doing? Gypsy's got some good wins over at the Venetian. Very nice. Sylvia hit 3,500 at Seizures playing Wicked Winnings. Nice. Very good stuff. Asian Tourist JT says, yeah, we need to get them back too. And who else says what? Nelly says, Steven, your last live stream with Prism was excellent. Are you planning on keeping it? Of course, Nelly, yes. And I realize I can remove the Prism logo as well, I think. So Prism is a pretty powerful app on your phones. I thought the problem, by the way, if any of you care, Anthony says, read this comment. I love you. Okay. Love you too, Anthony. Thank you for watching. And if any of you guys care, I can tell you what I think the main problem for me is on the live streams. But if you care about that, say yes. If not, I think, I'll skip it. Anthony asks if Boulder City is still dry. No, they serve alcohol. We've had drinks down there before, if you're talking about alcohol dry. But they don't allow gambling in Boulder City, and that's not going to change anytime soon. Boulder City is one of 2 cities in Nevada where gambling is illegal. Yes, Vacation Visual. And if you guys want to know what that's all about, it's because when they were building Boulder City, it was originally, all right, it's a long history. Try to condense it down for you. When they were building the Hoover Dam, it was called the Boulder Dam. and then it was named after J. Edgar Hoover, who saw the country through the Depression. But the Boulder Dam was a big, huge public works project during the Depression era. You think it's bad right now? People were leaving their hometowns in their home states and where they had their entire everything. They would have an entire farm that was generational, meaning they had several families there. They'd move across the country towards California for work because there was nothing. It's a culmination of things. We did a lot of dumb things with agriculture back in the 20s, and when machinery came about, and we didn't understand what it meant to go from tilling your fields with like cows and horses, or cows with horses, to all of a sudden doing it on a massive scale with machinery. So we dried out soil. We didn't build enough natural erosion barriers. And then when we had some dry spells with windy summers, it just ripped the country apart. There was no food, there was no crops, there was no nothing. People moved to Nevada because the government was like, okay, we're going to have a big public works project. And they built the Boulder Dam. They put a little city next to the Boulder Dam, the little tent area. And the unions came in, from what I understand, and said to the government contractor, you have to build a place for these men to live. They were there with their families. It wasn't just guys, right? You know, the guy would move with the wife and the kids and the dog, and they would be in a tent. So they built this little shanty type town and built it nicer, and that became Boulder City. In Boulder City, they made a prohibition against gambling, not alcohol. They said, can't gamble in Boulder City, because if you do, you guys are going to spend all your money. So you have to go all the way to Las Vegas to do your gambling. So then to this date, they just left that off the books. You're not allowed to gamble in Boulder City. And the residents really like it. They believe it keeps crime levels low and it keeps their town quaint. And Boulder City is this place you definitely shouldn't miss if you get here. Now, as for the YouTube problem, I noticed something. Maybe it's just my luck, but I watch the internet connection when I'm on my streams. And when I'm using the actual YouTube app, and I'll have to test this again with Prism on Thursday, when I'm using just the YouTube app, my connection starts off great. I leave the distance from a tower, it gets lower, and then YouTube never tries to pull a better connection. Prism does that though. Prism will go up and down, and my connection stays consistent. So I'm happy for that. I'm grateful for that. I think that was the problem. I don't think it was my connection. So I spent money on a SIM card from T-Mobile for nothing. And I don't, shit. Look at that. I cursed. You probably heard me say it. I think my connection is falling apart again. But I paid for a connection on T-Mobile for nothing. And I think I fixed the problem. You know, speaking of connection, isn't that funny? Right when I said that, everything started to fall apart. Oh, man. Things are tough for Fabio. I think Fabio will pull through. He's got like 7 spas out here. Like I said, one of these days I'm going to call the Jackpot Foot Spa. I'm going to say, is Fabio there? We're going to see what happens. So now Fabio is going to be training all of his people to answer. Fabio's on the phone right now. He can't come to the phone. Matt Smith, curb gambling is for short people or for illegal people gambling on the streets. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Oh, you're talking about Paul Kim is talking about a Christmas Story reference. I like it. T-Mobile is really bad. Well, everybody told me it was better than Verizon, so I went and spent money on a prepaid SIM card, and now I can't do anything with it. There's nothing that I can do. Let's see here. Call me anytime. I will. I'll give you a call. I mean, I'll come down and I'll look at your spa. I'll put you on the YouTubes. We'll feature you. It'll be like Small Business Saturday or something like that on the channel. My stream is kind of awkward right now. I don't know why that is. I think it got better. Are you going to do an Area 15 tour? I will. If you guys look, Pomsey did that. He did a very good job of it. Breaking story, the owner's son in La Ronnie's Pizza in Yuma, Arizona was caught spitting in the law enforcement's food. Ugh, guys, you got to respect the law enforcement. But anyways, sounds great, Steven. Yeah. So I think my connection went a little bit south, but I think I'm completely back. Let's see here. I wonder if T-Mobile let me go after 17 years, so I'm not a fan, Watbury says. Well, then I hope you're glad I didn't switch to T-Mobile, Watbury. My little tradition when I visit Vegas is to rent a car and go off the strip. Last year I visited Boulder City and found a really good microbrewery. Absolutely great down there. When I was there last month, we ate at the South Point Buffet. It was perfectly safe. Why aren't more hotels reopening buffets? Because the strip buffets have a much different dynamic than the South Point. Yes, the South Point's technically on the strip. Yes, it kind of is. But the massive amount of people that go through a strip buffet means that they have to price the food and make sure that they can turn some kind of a profit. No, buffets are not a loss leader, but they're just not the most profitable part of a hotel. So they have to make sure that they turn a profit. which means that they have to hire extra people. So at the Cosmopolitan Wicked Spoon right now, when you go up to the buffet, let's say that this is the table for the buffet, right? All the food's here. Then they put this barrier, this little the velvet ropes here. Then there's a person that runs back and forth and gets stuff from you. So the plates are here. They hand you the plate. You're standing on the other side of the rope. Now that means that you have to have 3 or 4 or 5 people manning one section of the buffet. You have to have the person behind there getting the food, putting it down. Then you have to have 3 or 4 people running around giving people plates. Well, they can't turn a profit that way when they do their buffet on a massive scale. It's just, you just can't do that. Now, the South Point apparently is doing it differently, but they don't have the volume. So you can imagine the lineups that would be created on a weekend at, say, Caesar's Palace, when they might go through thousands of people on a buffet day. So it's not going to be the same experience for the hotel. They're going to lose money on it. And now they're not profitable anymore. Now, if Sisolak were to open it up and say, you can serve yourself, that would alleviate the problem entirely. But obviously we know serving yourself is a problem, because every person that touches a spoon, and then when you got to wear gloves, because some people say, well, I went to a buffet in such and such state and they're wearing gloves. Fine. Okay. No problem. Can you trust other people to wear a glove and take the glove off and plus it's gloves. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. But here, let's see here. Governor Buzzkill. They're just trying to do their best. These guys are just doing the best that they possibly can. I don't know what else they can do. Let's see here. Let this be a warning to everyone. If anyone ever messes with Steven, you mess with Fabio. 6'4", 260 pounds, and I'm only 5 minutes from the Strip. All right. And no, I can't believe it's not butter. Let's see here. Pizza Rock is the pizza in Vegas. Joe's New York Pizza on Harmon and Paradise Road. Fantastic. There's also one at the South Outlet Center. Please try it when you're here, okay? Pizza is good. We are waiting for the episode where Steven meets Fabio. On the next episode, yeah, that'd be nice. I wish I could do this full time. That would be great. Let's see here. Steven, is Wendy's any good? I guess. I haven't eaten at a Wendy's in a long time. I've heard that you shouldn't eat the chili at Wendy's. This is what I read on one of those, fast food secrets. Don't eat this. They say the chili from Wendy's is yesterday's burgers. They put them in the refrigerator and then they grind up the meat and put it into the chili. I don't know if that's true. If you don't swap out gloves after a single use through cross-contamination. You will, John. You're correct. Let's see here. I can't believe it's not pizza. My mom always told me Fabio should have been my father. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Steven and Bror are my favorites. Good. Bror Frederick. I met him once. He's got a cool thing he does on his streams where he puts his camera on a telescoping pole and shows you the entire audience down there. It's kind of fun. Good evening, Steven. No street patrol tonight. No, Larry, I had a busy day today. After work, I had to go to the boss's house and do something with him. I had to set up, I don't know, he wanted to try out YouTube TV or something, and he's not technologically inclined, so I set it up for him and showed him how to use it. And so then I had to come home, and I bought Caroline food on the way home, and now I'm in front of a camera talking to you guys. What's the best Chinese restaurant and chicken strip restaurant in Vegas? There's a place called Nevada Chicken Cafe, which is apparently really good. Cane's is fantastic for chicken strips. I love their chicken fingers. It's great. What is the best Chinese restaurant? We like Kung Fu Thai, but there's another place that we go to that you guys would have to go way off the Strip for. It's called Pearl Walk to Go, and it's over on, I want to say Buffalo, Durango. It's way out on West Charleston, so you'd have to get way out there for that. Yeah, let's see here. Hanging out with the boss for a bonus. Good one. Well, yeah, I think I'm his work friend. I'm not his bowling friend. I love my boss. He's like, I got bowling friends and I got work friends. And if you come here and you can't make it at the magazine that I work in advertising. If you can't work in the advertising game, you can still be my bowling friend. Some people are work friends, and I have a feeling I'm a work friend. I am very tense compared to him. So there you go. Hey, Steve, what is the bobblehead in the background of? That is a person named Michael Sherigan, and somebody sent that to me. I have a P.O. box if you guys want to send me stuff. I very much appreciate it. That's Michael Sherigan. He is a host at the Harrah's, and somebody had that, and they sent it to me. And we have other stuff on there that you guys have seen before. I have to change this up. This has to go away. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Kung Flu Thai Fried Lice. I'll tell you, I bought her actually beef yakisoba today. And there's a place called Sawa Sushi that's good here too. I think it's a chain out of California. That's good. You can work and be friends too. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind helping him out. He's a mentor to me. He teaches me business things, and I really appreciate him. Let's see here. I'd like to think I had something to do with Fabio's popularity. Intel says, there you go. Steven, have you been to LA before? I used to live in Huntington Beach, so that's just south of LA. So yeah, definitely been out to California way. I got a little bit of a buffer situation here. One of my ex-coworkers is starting a new marketing job with Raising Cane's, who is coming finally to California. Wow. Yeah, they're a Vegas-born company. So that's pretty cool, actually. Sowa or Sawa? It's spelled S-A-W-A. Sawa. Or Sawa Sushi. Steven, have you tried any new recording gear lately? No, William. Well, lies. I have to return this to Amazon. This is a Insta360, and it's a great camera, but this camera does not focus, damn it. This camera does not work with my phone. The cool thing about this, I'll show you guys something neat if you guys want to see it. Now we're way off the beaten path, aren't we? Geez, I suck at this game. The cool thing about this camera is this. So you take this off. This is kind of neat. First of all, that's the lens cover part right there. And then you pop this deal out. Unless I destroy my camera, I have to take this off. And then these cameras are really cool, but once again, just doesn't work with me like I want it to. Fabio's second. Okay, how much is it, Steve? This camera is not cheap. It's not a little cheap GoPro or nothing like that. So I'll just have to do this for a minute. Governor Buzzkill will shut down the massage spas any day now. I'm going to be on a gambling binge. Well, you could always try to do what the founder of FedEx did. If you guys don't know the story, he actually came to Vegas with his last payroll and bet everything playing, I think it was roulette, and he managed to win the entire payroll of the company and kept the company in business by betting on roulette. Can you believe it? Any updates on the Rio? Yeah, it opens December 22nd. PR says, hey, bud, for your chopper fund, let's go bowling when I move out. Get down. What kind of bowling, man? I'm not good at bowling. I can throw the ball. Not very good. Steve, leave the bookshelf alone. Great to display some of the masks. Yeah, I could. I don't know how to display masks on that bookshelf. This thing is not coming out. Best sandwich shop in Vegas, John says. A lot of people would say it's Capriati's. They say it's named after the same family of the tennis people. Capriati's is based out of, the family's based out of Delaware. See, what vibe do you get down on the Strip? Do you feel safe? I do feel safe on the Strip. It's very dead on the Strip. I had to go to the Strip yesterday to meet somebody because I was doing a face mask delivery. And I got to say, I completely didn't feel anything. I felt sorry for the people. So here's the deal. So this little camera comes out, right? And it's an Insta360 red. And I bought this because it has a big image sensor on it, but I have to return it. What's up, honey?
Do you want anything from Calgary?
Do I want anything from Calgary? Not really. I'm good. Oh, that person's from Calgary? Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll take a look. I will.
You want some like the potato chips?
No. You guys sent me a bunch of Canadian food and I can't take it anymore. It's too much. Try it.
Nothing to wear today.
Brian Grande, I had no clothes today because I gained so much weight. It's embarrassing. Brian Grande says Earl of Sandwich. They're pretty good. Not bad. What's the best place to get Chinese food on the Strip? Do you know that one? On the Strip, what's the best place? I mean, we go to P.F. Chang's. That's technically at Town Square, which is on the Strip. Yeah. Technically. But I don't know. I mean, Chinese food on the Strip, you could always try that place called Nine, I believe. It's over at the Caesars Palace. We've never been there. We used to go to P.F. Chang's at Planet Hollywood. It looks like it might be closing because they have a big gate around it. I'm not sure. And Chinese food on the Strip. I'm trying to think of the best place. There's a lot of good places, but you're going to be paying 5-star prices. Yeah. Calgary Cowgirls, Con-I-M said. When I was in Calgary, I don't know if it's still there, there's a place called Cowboys, and the tagline, it was a nightclub. It said the most fun you can have with your boots on. When I was a kid, I never got it. And I said, oh, it's a sexual reference. The most fun you can have with your boots on. They said, bowling is the greatest sport on earth. What other sport can you eat pizza, burgers, fries while drinking a pitcher of beer for yourself? Fair enough, Juice. We go to the South Point for that, I guess. Let's see here. Let's see, John. Let's see more questions for me. Paul Fleming's Chang, P.F. Chang. Well, there's a Panda Express over at the
Oh God, that's never
Don't do
right.
Panda Express. If you're going to do Panda Express, go to a high volume Panda Express because, Caroline, you were craving Chinese food once and you went and you said no, never
But
again.
I wanted to the Korean barbecue, which is I think was the
The
best.
Korean barbecue is good
Because
too.
you know what, the Korean barbecue,
Oh.
and then they'll be like right next to the El Gordito, which is like, look, if you want to go do.
That's
you
true.
know, yeah.
But not on
And
the
then they
strip.
have the Japanese all you can eat also.
But it's
there.
not on the strip.
That whole no, yes it is.
Where is it?
Right in front of the.
Oh, you know what? Okay. Chinese food on the strip.
World
So,
Resort.
okay, so if you
The
want,
red corner.
by the way, Carlos, thank you so much. I see you, Carlos. I appreciate you. Caroline's pointing out that if you go on Convention Center Drive across the street from Resorts World, there's a Japanese and Korean place, and that's where Tacos El Gordo is. And I showed you that on a live stream the other day.
A lot of people standing there.
Yeah.
It must be a good place. We should go.
Must be good. So I was going to show you guys this little camera. So this little camera right here. The thing about it is you press this lever, and then you go like this, and the camera, the battery comes off. And then you take this deal and you go like this, and the camera completely comes apart. So it can be a selfie camera, or if you want to flip it around, you can flip that deal around right there, and you can make it just a traditional camera right there. So that's your traditional camera. Problem is, it doesn't work with my smartphone at all, period. You have to do everything through the smartphone, and it just doesn't work. So it's unfortunate. Anyways, ask Caroline's favorite restaurant. Caroline's favorite restaurant? Lately it's Sawa Sushi, but no, we go to Fa Sagan 8, which is over on Spring Mountain Road. Absolutely great. Kimchi, she eats Korean, but she doesn't eat kimchi. She's all about the meats. Can we see the cats? There's a cat right down there, but I have to move my camera. He's sleeping. You know when cats are all cute? I'm not going to wake him up because he'll just be mad at me. Have you done any 360-degree videos on this channel? That's the thing, Dan. This does 360-degree videos, which is why I am borderline keeping this thing. But it's very expensive. And I'm sitting at it. I'm looking at it. It's like looking at a pile of money sitting on your table that you can't even use. It sucks. So I'm like, do I keep it? I've done one. I filmed it. I didn't realize it was a 360-degree video. I authored the entire thing. I uploaded it to Vimeo because it was a Patreon only thing. And the thing was like spherical. I'm like, what the hell did I do? And that's what that was. Let's see here. Tell your members to STF. What? What is Todd saying? Tell your members to shut the heck up every now and then. I don't know about that, Todd. We're allowed to have our members talk, man. You are too. Just be nice about it. You can talk here, Todd V. We're good. Best chain pizza. Man, we like Papa John's. We like Papa John's. We're a fan of the Papa John's. We get our Papas on. We were all about Domino's for a while, and then Domino's started not being really great, so we stopped doing the Domino's thing. You know how we have little silverware for our babies? What do Chinese people do? Toothpicks? Aha! That's funny. I don't know about that. Let's see here. Kimchi is the restaurant. Oh, is it? Okay. There's a place called Master Kim's as well. That's new at Town Square. You could check that out. Let's see here. I did a few blanks in the day. Nope, you can't say that, Fabio. Just tone that down, way down. This is PG-13 type thing. Good steak place. Good steak place. Good steak place. I know for chain-wise, Outback has some decent steak, obviously. Todd V says he was ignored. I can't see everything, Todd. I possibly would try to see your chats. I'm seeing your chats now because you're using curse words about the other members in the chat. I'm sorry about that. Let's see here. Fabio is here, and we have great back and forth. Fabio should start his own YouTube channel, man. He'd be a celebrity instantly. Lance Johns is here. Chain Pizza. You got your Little Caesars. Of course, Lance is manager of a Little Caesars Pizza here, which is good. I hope I didn't give your secrets away, Lance. I didn't tell him which one. Let's see here. I try to separate the politics from the business con I am, so I'm not worried about that right now. Craft steak at MGM, sure. There's also, for the very best steak, I have a terrible cramp in my leg. It's kind of weird. For the best steak, you can't go wrong with Gallagher's Steakhouse. We had a very generous angel of a subscriber take us out to Gallagher's, and that was fantastic. I'm widgeting on my chair. Hold on, I'm fidgety. Ugh. Bill Coleman, sorry I can't stay tonight, but wanted to send a treat. Oh, thank you, Bill. That is so nice of you guys. Thank Bill 444 times, everybody, please. California Pizza Kitchen. Yeah, they're not bad. Honestly, I prefer the California Pizza Kitchen that I put into my oven at my house. Honestly, it sounds terrible. But thank you so much, Bill Coleman. We appreciate it. And then other cameras, I have this GoPro, and that's a Hero 9. And honestly, cameras, if you guys want to see one else. Oh, I don't have it here. It's a Sony. I have a lot of cameras. You guys, I've been always trying to buy stuff to make the channel better. And so when you guys see a change in the video, you guys know I'm using a new camera or something. The video I'm editing on that computer over there is actually done with a GoPro Hero 7 and a Leica that my wife has that was not made for video. What's your favorite on this burger on the strip? I hate to tell you, it's In-N-Out. I know. It's like a chain, but it's In-N-Out, and it's freaking great. The Secret Pizza is really good. Sean, I've heard different polarizing things about that. Some people say it's great. Some people say it's meh, it's so-so. It's all about the GH5. Well, I'm actually using a G9 for this. This is what the camera that I'm on right now is a G9. So like, for, you know, if I that's why you got that depth of field. So it can go like, oh, look at that. It's super focused and stuff. This is a G9. I skipped the GH5 because this camera has in-body image stabilization, which is important when you're walking around blogging and stuff like that. But you guys didn't come here for cameras. You didn't come here to talk about that kind of stuff. So I won't bore you to death, bore you to tears with it. What's the worst Chinese restaurant on the strip? Well, I don't want to say names of anything. I don't know which the worst one is. Love your videos. They're so very professional and you're very honest. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Melanie. I appreciate you very much. Let's see here. Had In-N-Out yesterday. Some good stuff. Absolutely. Not at 200 likes yet. Let's go. We might not get there. We just got the old crew in town. They don't like the videos very much, apparently. But thank you, Melanie. Thank her 427 times. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you. Panda Express is the worst, somebody says. They don't even serve Panda there. What a ripoff. Will Resorts World be bringing anything unique to the strip next summer? I have to study on Resorts World. They said they're going to be focusing on the entertainment side of things, not the gaming as much, which is interesting because they, think that, they think that something's going to happen in terms of entertainment coming back. I'm going to go on a limb here and say Chinatown for the best Chinese food. Get off the strip. It depends on what you want for Chinese food, honestly. You can go to Chinatown at Spring Mountain Road. There's two types of Chinese cuisine. One of them is, there's a series on Netflix. I can't remember the name of it, but they go over how food and culture kind of intermingle. And depending on your politics and how you look at things, sometimes they go a little bit too far. But if you can try to separate the ridiculousness, you can learn a lot. And what I learned, Jim, my quest is to eat at White Castle one day. You can do it, Jim. I know you can. Thank you, guys. Thank Jim 431 times. There's no such thing as General Tso's chicken, and, there's no such thing as sweet and sour chicken and beef with broccoli. If you go to Chinatown, you can eat real Chinese cuisine. You won't like it in most cases. Real Chinese cuisine uses very, very interesting parts of animals and fish. They use a lot of textures that you might not like. So we have adapted those cuisines to be like what we like for our palate. We like crunchy things in the United States. They like more slimy things in China. And that's just the way that people are raised. Do you miss ginger beef? John Kirby is talking about an invention from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Ginger beef. Also, the Caesar is from there. The Bloody Mary is an American thing. Caesar is a Canadian Calgary thing. Not really so much ginger beef. I never ate a lot of Chinese food, and I didn't even eat beef until I was 23 years old. My mother was like, we're not eating beef. So I didn't eat it. Crab Rangoon. Crab Rangoon are Polynesian. Good example. Now, Crab Rangoon contains no crab. It's cream cheese. It's really good. I like Crab Rangoon a whole lot. I'm betting on a resurgence of economy and leisure travel between 2021 and 2022, Leonard says. Some people have been so restricted they still want to get out. I agree with you. Look at what's happening in Las Vegas right now. It's so restricted that people are coming in, no matter what. Is Topgolf open at MGM? I went there with friends. I don't golf, but had fun. Yeah, Topgolf is not really golf, and I believe it is open. But Topgolf is not golf. I mean, it's just driving range with targets, and it's fun. I believe it's open. Had a great steak at the Mayfair Steakhouse on Saturday at the Bellagio. Reservation required, and they had a small show with singing and music. Mayfair Supper Club, right? Dinner Club? Supper Club? Beef cuts in China are different. Absolutely they are. Where's Neil tonight? Don't know Neil. Why do I not? Neil. I'm searching my memory. There's 41,000 of you nearly. I don't know why, but many times I find chicken disgusting. Kevin, to each their own. How dare you not miss ginger beef? It's the only thing I have to have with Chinese food. You must not be Albertan. You're right, I'm not Albertan. That's how I knew ginger beef was invented in Calgary in the 1970s and that the Caesar was also invented in a Calgary hotel. Totally not an Albertan. What do I know about anything? your mayor up there is called Neshi, right, in Calgary? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I went to Topgolf last trip. There you go. My dad used to make duck blood soup with Polish. Yeah, I mean, lots of cultures and cuisines in the world, they use different parts of the animals. Filipinos have something called dinuguan, which is a type of blood, type of pudding. It's just normal. We have different palates and different tastes. Let's see here. Thank you, Ricky. I've been against chicken randomly. Yeah, sometimes I walk up to chickens and I'm like, hey, chicken, what do you think you're clucking at, dude? What, you think you're like cock of the walk or something like that? Nobody gets my jokes, but I think they're funny. Let's see here. Intel Wild. Okay. Have you had fish tacos? I've had Wahoo fish tacos, but that's a chain. They opened a Wahoo fish tacos up across from the Palms, but now there's nobody going to it. The secret to any meat is 24-hour marinades. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. My wife uses dry rubs and stuff like that too. They have dry age 21 days over at Gallagher's, which is amazing. We all want our life back. That's what Fabio says. I'm tired of COVID. Kanayam has asked if I tried Indian food. Yes, yes, I have. And Indian food and Malaysian food and Filipino food not that far apart. Some parts of the Philippines use like curries and chutneys and stuff like that. I used to have a girlfriend when I was a kid who was Indian, so I've had that stuff when I was younger, for sure. Some food trucks here have great street food. Cincinnati Kid, yeah, some of them out here too. We saw that one. It was like a teppanyaki truck, and it was like $50 for lobster and beef. So yeah, I thought it was okay. Joey, the Cali fish tacos, that's Wahoo. So they had the fish tacos. They were very good. Ricky says, when is the vaccine coming? It could happen next week if the government approves everything. And then they say the first people that would get it would be people in nursing homes, first responders, doctors, and all that kind of stuff. I love curry and the Indian garlic bread. Yeah, so they have a new menu at PF Chang's that has, it's a duck. It's like a Peking duck. We always get the duck with no sauce. My wife does not like the sauce. Duck sauce is just something that they made up for white people. Yeah, because the gaminess and the taste of the meat. So they made a type of sauce up. Interesting, right? Love the Calgary Flames on the shelf. Not my team, though. I got lots of teams down there. I got the New York Islanders. I got the Knights. I got the San Francisco 49ers. The New York Rangers, Calgary Flames. I'll wear any hat somebody wants to send me. I love ball caps. And when I was younger, we never had any kind of money for anything like that. We had them occasionally, but it was a big treat. And so I'd always go to the sporting goods store and stare at them. And now it's like an abundance of hats have been sent to me. So I am very grateful. And I rotate them and I put them out there. So it's very nice. Mike D is in Saskatchewan. By the way, where are you guys at? If you guys want to say where you're at, I'll shout out your place for a while. Let's see here. It has to slow down. Here in California in the U.S., I say we have not felt the full impact of COVID shutdowns. Now one more stimulus will soften the blow. Could be. I got Minnesota in the house. Seattle's in the house. Did the Canadian government really apologize multiple times for occasions for Bryan Adams? That is a South Park joke. I got Vegas in the house. I'm not getting the vaccine either in the house. Edmonton up with David. Oh, cool. Los Angeles is here, but moving to Vegas in 3 weeks. Monterey Park, California. Denver. Got Seahawks up here. Edmonton, Vancouver, Washington. Vegas, have you tried green onion cakes? Not tried them, John. They sound interesting. Cool. I got Houston, Texas, Long Beach, California, St. Louis, New Jersey, St. Louis, Missouri. Shouldn't you be wearing a mask? Dude, I love you, Spice. No. NorCal, Brooklyn, New York. If I send you a snapback Flyers hat, will you promise to wear it? Of course, Matt, I will. I might have to bend the brim to wear it every day. Boulder, California, Houston, Whittier, Monterey, California, Tulsa, Oklahoma, San Diego, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Redondo Beach, California. Let me see here. If you have a hard time getting to sleep, have you ever tried? I try. Steven, the Benny Hibachi truck you ran into last week have trucks out there in downtown LA. They recently started out there. Very good. Pittsburgh, Salinas, California, Northeast Vegas, Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, Billings, Montana, Central Alberta, Monterey and Carmel, Seattle, Clearwater, Phoenix, Mobile, Alabama, Iowa, Faringar, whatever that is, Soprano Land, Centennial Hills, Vegas. I'm already in line for the vaccine. Victor, we're neighbors. Minnesota again. Calgary, Hawaii, Montebello, California, Oxnard, California, Lexington, Kentucky, Arkansas. I got Arkansas in the house. Melbourne, Australia. Susan is here. Rockport, Texas. Toronto, Mexico. Charlotte, North Carolina. Central California. Visalia in the house. Muskogee, Oklahoma. Are you what do they call you? A something from Muskogee. A pogie from Muskogee? I don't remember the term. El Paso, Texas. UK, Orange County, California. Chicago. Rockport. Very nice. Thailand. Wow, cool. Rick is from Thailand. I got Dubuque, Colorado, Cerritos, Newport Beach, Birmingham, Alabama, Boulder, Colorado, Saudi, Daisy, Tennessee, Whittier, California, Woo Woo, Atwater, Washington State, Seattle. Man, that's a lot of places people are from. Cerritos, California, Cleveland, Ohio, Monterey Park. The whole United States and much of the world is watching. El Segundo, California, Oki from Muskogee. Boom, I knew you'd help me out there. Thank you so much. How cold is it in Vegas right now? It's 32 where you're at. Chicago area, San Jose, California, Cerritos is Buenos, Spain, Illinois, Downey, California, Puerto Rico. Get on the mic, my man. I got 2 turntables and a microphone. Riverside, California, Aurora, California. It's 52 degrees in Las Vegas. New York City's in the house. And Matt's been everywhere, man, like Johnny Cash. What the hell, Steven? Johnny Cash. You know, that's not his original song, Johnny Cash. He actually covered a song. A lot of Johnny Cash's songs were covers, but he did a very fabulous job. So is Vegas dead? Right now, tonight it is. This weekend, it'll be very, very busy. And it's just ebbing and flowing. It's back and forth. It's up and down. It's hot and it's cold. Now I'm quoting a Katy Perry song for whatever reason. Ponder, Texas is here. Very nice for you guys. Cleveland Browns territory. Browns. Brett, I'm going to have some Browns material coming up on December 3rd. Somebody's giving me some, and I'm going to make a mask for her. It's very nice. Hannah Anderson, Martin D is in here. So, yeah, so is it dead? I'm going to say it's on. It's not. It's poising itself for a comeback. It's like that game. Which Super Bowl was that where the Patriots played the Falcons? God bless you, Tom Brady. You've been the bane of a lot of people's existence for a lot of times. But I remember they were down by, 4 touchdowns? So it's the New England Patriots playing the Atlanta Falcons. It's the Super Bowl. And everybody's looking at Brady going, see, I told you, you bum. We were watching it at a place called Miller's Ale House, which was over at Town Square. We bought tickets to the Super Bowl party many, many years ago. Everybody's making fun of Tom Brady. Says, look at this guy. What a washed up, so the GOAT, greatest of all time, whatever. And I remember looking at Tom Brady on the sidelines and just he was just super hyper focused. And I thought, that son of a bitch is going to win this game. And wouldn't you know it, he came into the fourth quarter or into the second half. I can't remember where it started. And before you knew it, he engineered this comeback. That was just probably one of the most epic things I've ever seen in any sport. And I'm not telling you he's the best of all time, but I'm saying that's where Vegas is right now. Vegas is at this place, Super Bowl 51. Robert would know because he's got the Pats logo up there, very nice. And Vegas is at this place where I think it's hyper-focused on just getting through and weathering through the storm, and getting to that point where it's going to be back. And then once it gets back, it's going to be better than ever. It's going to be like everything we ever learned about how to treat people during this whole thing. And it's going to be amplified on a better scale. And that's what I really think. And I really think that this country and this place that I'm lucky enough and I'm blessed enough to be in, I really think that this place is bigger than all the crap and all the division and all the garbage that we've gone through. And I think that this is going to bring us together as people when we get through the end of this. And it's probably the same where you're at. I can only speak on living in the United States during this time. Maybe other countries are the same. That's fine. And I have such hope for the future. You have no idea. Let's see here. Steve, did you know Vegas had a Canadian Football League team back in 94, 95? Yes, it was the Las Vegas Posse. Actually saw them play, the Calgary Stampeders, back in that season. Doug Flutie was the quarterback in Calgary at the time, and I think he threw for 500 yards that game. It was a terrible, terrible experience. Vegas had the Las Vegas Posse. There was the Shreveport Pirates, I want to say. The only team when the Canadian Football League expanded, let me give you some context right here, okay? Canadian football is a different game. It's exciting to watch. The athleticism isn't there as much, but it's fun to watch. And Canadians, before you get mad at me, stop it. Just stop it. You know what I'm saying is true. I'm sorry. This is my Canadianism coming out saying I'm sorry. But American football is different, and it's a super high level, and Canadian football is a high level. But anyways, long story short, the Canadian Football League expanded in the United States. There was the Baltimore Stallions, I think it was, Baltimore Stallions were there. That was the only team that did very well. They won the Grey Cup, the only non-Canadian team to ever win it. Then they moved back to Montreal, they moved up to Montreal, became the Alouettes, and then the Baltimore Ravens came in after proving that Baltimore loves football after all. There was a number of other teams. There was a team down in Shreveport, Louisiana. There was teams in Las Vegas, obviously. I think there was one over in California. And it was a weird experience, and I watched through that. It was crazy. Canadianisms. Yes, I love my fellow Canadians, but you got to stop being worried about what Americans think about you, because Americans have their own problems, man. We really, really do. Doug Flutie from the Bills went to Canadian Football League. Was amazing. Yeah, well, so yeah, Flutie played in Notre Dame. Right, Notre Dame, and his last play, he threw this long bomb. It's in Notre Dame history, but he just never got drafted. He was very short. He was a short guy, and he went up to Canada. He had a great career in the Canadian Football League, and then he came to the United States and had some decent years in the United States. You know, he was the oldest. Doug Flutie's the oldest starting quarterback in American NFL football history. Oldest ever. I mean, maybe Brady will surpass him in time. Brady probably will. He keeps himself ridiculously in good shape. He was a starter for the Argos. Flutie played on the Calgary Stampeders, the Toronto Argonauts. I want to say he played on the BC Lions. I'm not sure if he did. The Juice, he will win, and he knows it. I'm heavily convinced he's a time traveler. I don't know what we're talking about, but that's okay. Listen, you guys are great. Canadians politely rock. Very nice. So the BC Lions, Mike says that. Yep. Flutie was short like my breeze. Yep. But the reason why Doug Flutie did so well in the Canadian Football League, now we're not even talking about Vegas anymore, I guess. What the heck? In the Canadian Football League, it's a faster game, but you have more room to run around, and Flutie was suited perfectly for that. By that matter, Colin Kaepernick would have dominated the Canadian Football League had he went and gone and played, but the problem is you don't get paid in the Canadian Football League like you do here. You might make $80,000 to play football for a whole year and risk your body. So, it's not the same, and I don't blame him for not going there. Oh no, you the guys are great. Comments mean the stream is almost over. It could be. I grew up in Boston. Friends claim. Okay, now see, because you guys are just talking about all your stuff right there. You guys are just having a conversation on your own. Technically, I could take this PC underneath here and I could set it up as like a dedicated stream, but people tell me not to do that. I could just have a stream with like the Raider Stadium live camera, and you could just chat with each other. So even the NHL might have an all-Canadian division because they can't cross the borders. Yeah, Nelly, I understand that. So the way that was going to work, and that was actually leaked by our owner, Bill Foley. He was talking in an interview on, I got gum in my mouth, on a Review Journal podcast. He talked about the Canadian division. They wouldn't just play in Canada for the year, obviously. The idea is that they would play all of the games that they would have normally played against each other in Canada for a month or two, and then the teams would embark to the United States, and the Canadian teams like the Vancouver Canucks or the Calgary Flames would then play the rest of all the games they would have played had they been able to travel for the first few months of the year in the United States. And then they would likely have a bubble like they did, and then everybody would play together in two cities like they did before. Okay, so Boston College, thank you. It wasn't Notre Dame. I'm thinking of Rudy, not Flutie. They rhyme though, so it's okay. So there you go. Aria or Cosmo? I'm a fan of the Cosmopolitan. They've always treated me really nice when I'm in there, except for that one time they tried to run me out because I was streaming and an overzealous guard was acting like a dummy. I like the Cosmo. I think the Aria is too far back from the Strip. I don't like having to walk through the retail shops and go down flights of stairs to get it and to get it to the main Strip. I don't like that. So I'd say Cosmo. The rooms are really nice, and the rooms are moderately priced compared to the Aria. Hit the like button, please. It helps to support the channel, and it's free. My friend Betty Boop says Cosmo did Pomsey really dirty. Listen, Kevin, I've been over this before. Because I have stories about the Cosmo that I could tell you, that I will tell you in time. And they've treated me really, really well. They found out that I was a blogger, and they treated me extra good. Extra good. But the same thing is, when I go to the Cosmo on Thanksgiving, and I didn't record any footage, and there's a reason, and I can't tell you right now. I said to them, I am a blogger. Here's my business card. This is my channel. My name is Steven. am I allowed to record your buffet today? Can I record in your hotel? And the guy went back and he asked the front desk manager, her name is Stacy. Stacy she came out, yes, you can record. You just, don't use a professional camera. So they want one of these things, or they want, one of these things up there. They just don't want a big old professional camera in the hotel. But I asked ahead of time. So had I not asked, they might have kicked me out and 86 me for life. I don't know. You always have to ask these things. But that's okay. We learn by doing. We learn by experience. Okay. And that's what I say. Like they say, well, I try to do it myself. I'm not what I'd call a successful person yet. But they say that the successful people, the real movers and shakers of the world, they don't go ready, aim, fire, right? They go aim, fire, ready. Aim, fire, ready. They aim at a goal, they take a shot, they see what works and what didn't, and then they become ready again. And I think that's what it is. Just try to figure out what the rules are in the casino before you go breaking them. And then if you break them, don't be complaining when they kick you out, But that's, Pomsey's a nice guy. I like Pomsey. I met him and he seemed very, very nice to me. And all I can say is that that's not the case for all the Vegas streamers I've had experiences with. So that's good. I will be in Vegas next Tuesday. Hope to see you, Steven says. Cool. If you be out on Thursday, you'll probably bump into me. Exactly. Asking makes all the difference in the world. Some people don't want to ask, though, and I understand. You say, well, what's the worst they can say? They can say no right off the bat. Maybe I'd be able to sneak my stuff in. Doesn't work that way, man. It doesn't work that way. Why was Matt Smith timed out? What did Matt Smith that was so bad? Man, I like Matt Smith. No, don't time Matt Smith out for saying ha 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 H-Town. Let's see here. Now I can't take away his timeout. Sorry, Matt Smith. Matt Smith didn't do anything wrong. Guys, mods, I told you, be cool. Be nice, be chill and stuff like that. Let's see here. Yeah, Matt wasn't doing anything wrong. Yeah, it was under construction. Yeah, why? Okay. That's interesting. So, yeah, I'm going to have to remove a moderator here that kept timing out Matt Smith. Hey, Matt Smith, I really apologize for what just happened, and I'm going to make a note of all that. So, yeah, because Matt Smith shouldn't be timed out for just saying normal comments, and I don't want people to be scared away. So, yep, I'm going to have to remove a moderator tonight, it looks like, or contact that person. Hey, whoever contacted Matt Smith, you have to email me, stevenj@notleavinglasvegas, and tell me why you timed Matt Smith out for saying basic comments about the Cosmo. PR says, okay. Hey, Thomas is here from Denmark. Hey, man, I sent masks to Denmark. I'd be interested to know if that person got those masks. Did you ever see the way Pomsey treated? I don't know anything about that, John. I'm not making comments about that, brother, man. I appreciate you. Lorda, I love you, baby, but you timed him out 7 times. Don't do that, please. That's not an accident. If it is an accident, okay, I trust you. It was an accident. I love y'all. Let's be good, mods. Let's be good. Let's not time people out 7 times in a row for things, okay? I love all you guys. All right, so is it appropriate to book a hotel at Fremont Street for a family with kids? Is it appropriate to bring your kids to Vegas at all? I don't know. Maybe not. I'm not sure. The Cosmo does not allow professional cameras because they've had problems with people making blank videos in their rooms. Seriously, that's why they run you off. You see cameras. I mean, but that makes sense, Unboxing Life. Look, I'm not a big adult movie aficionado, but if that's the case, and if the Cosmo saw that those rooms were being used for that, and it's obvious. I mean, look, you can watch a movie and say, oh, I know where they are. Okay. I know where they are. I can tell because in that movie, I can see what's behind them. Then the Cosmo might not like that. I can totally understand where they're coming from. But then again, they should have had a dialogue with him. And I'm not going to talk about Pomsey anymore, but that's it. So if that was the case and they did treat him that bad, boo on Cosmo. But they've always been nice to me. What can I say? Let's see here. I know there was a rogue mod in here. I keep getting timed out one time too. Yeah, if that happens, guys, I apologize. I try my best. Anyways, let's see here. Tonight is my last night at Harrah's, and it's so quiet down here right now. Kingfish says, yeah, like I say, I was at the New York, and the Luxor yesterday. Both properties were like tombs inside. But is it good for kids to be in Vegas? Probably not. Downtown Fremont Street? Definitely not. I probably wouldn't bring my kids down to Fremont Street. More probably better to go to Circus or go out to the Go out to the Excalibur with your little ones or the Luxor. I mean, they're cool properties. They'll look around and think it's really neat, but they won't ask you sex education questions afterwards when they see the half-naked ladies and the weird guys on Fremont Street. Let's see here. Excalibur and Circus Circus is the best place to stay if you have kids because they have the most family stuff in them. I agree. Update on Buffalo Bills and Prim. I don't know. I was actually just telling somebody about Prim, and I don't know if it's even open. Somebody could tell me. Tombstone Casino. Vegas is an adult playground, period. No kids should be allowed. Well, I think I agree, but some people would disagree. Everyone, Steve, true about the kiddos. Yeah, I wouldn't put my kids down on Fremont Street. But then again, it's a different world. I'm almost 40 years old. Some people that are like 25 and they just had their kids and their kids are 5 years old and they had them when they're young and they grew up with all that debauchery, and maybe that's okay for them. Norm asks if I ever take a breath. Yes, after I'm done this live stream, I will take lots of breaths. I will. Let's see here. Are you rich? No, not really. I drive a really old beat up car. So yeah. Vegas Police, remember that TV show? There was a bunch of Vegas Police shows. I guess they would be not PC enough right now. Hi, Steve. Going to get your baseball cap at the weekend once the shops open again in Liverpool. Oh, thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it. I was doing a bad British accent today. You guys don't want to hear that, though, I'm sure. I see people pushing little ones around in strollers, and I'm like, is this the poor, tired kid having fun here? I think it's the adults trying to have fun and then be like, I don't care. He's not going to pay attention anyways. I don't know why I talked like that just now, but that's how I imagine just like parents that don't give a damn about their kids. What do I think of Circus Circus? Heck of a place if you got kids. Probably wouldn't go there myself, but the steakhouse looks nice, and I've always wanted to eat there. So is the wife. Hey, everyone. Okay to voice an opinion, but please be respectful and considerate of others. Evan's mom says, this is true, guys. I don't want any anti-Semitism, anti-LGBTQ, anti-religious stuff, anti-Trump, anti-Biden. I don't want any of that crap in the chat. Be nice to everybody, And no anti-gay, lesbian, whatever, LGBTQ. Welcome, everyone. New here. Click the thumbs up button to show some love. And Chuck Lee hopes that Hell's Kitchen will still be operating when I get to Vegas in a few weeks. Chuck, just make your reservations now. You can do that on CaesarsPalace.com, I'm sure of it. They might even make you pay up in advance. That's what they did for us at the Cosmo when I had to do the buffet thing on Thanksgiving. Crancho Vlogs asks if living in Vegas is worth it. I think it works for me. Jason Rupp is in the house. That's cool. I mean, it works for me. There's certain people that should never move here. I might just redo that video on my channel, because there's a whole nother set of people that shouldn't move here. And there's certain people that shouldn't move to New York City where Jason Rupp is. And there's certain people that shouldn't move to LA. But Vegas is a different one altogether. If you have habits and vices, if you have crap in your life that you're running away from, don't come to Las Vegas. It's the worst place for you to go. Stop watching the media and the news. Just watch Steven. No, you guys should watch both sides of the news. And, and don't listen to anybody's echo chamber, because nobody likes that. People with addictive personalities shouldn't go to Vegas. Yeah, I know. But then why, but you can come here if you have an addictive personality. Look, here's the thing. An alcoholic can go to a bar. And by the way, I guess AA teaches you that you're always an alcoholic. You don't say I'm a former alcoholic. So you go to a bar and you can sit in with your friends and drink a Sprite. You don't have to drink if that's the way your brain works. Somebody asked, why is the hotel security so picky? I got banned for suspicious vehicle at the Wynn. October 1st incident. That's a good reason why. And seriously, the Wynn has some of the best casino security, or best security in the entire world. So I'd say that that's probably an important thing to think of. Lorna says, I didn't hit 7 times. You're good, Lorna. I love you. Thank you for being part of the chat. It's water under the bridge. Angry people should not go to Vegas too. Jason said, wow, that's muy profundo, as they say down south of the border, down Mexico way. That's true. If you're angry, you shouldn't come here, because you're bound to bump into somebody who's also angry. But I'm glad Jason Rupp's in the chat. I noticed, I feel bad for Jason. He pumped out a bunch of great Vegas content. And then he does a video on Mexico. And after a day, his video on Mexico has 14,000 views. And after a day, his video in Vegas has 7,000 views. And I'm like, dude, you just learned so much about your audience. You put so much high-level effort into those videos on Las Vegas. And your audience basically said, yeah, we don't care about that. Show us the developing nations of the world. And that's what they like. It's like my channel. I can put high effort into something and nobody ever pays attention to it. And then I do something that is a low-effort video and you guys love it. Wash, rinse, repeat, I guess, but I try to be innovative. If you click once, you can remove all linked messages, right, Lorna, even by accident. Damn, Jim, you are muy profundo as well. I guess that's what happened. Cool. A water under the bridge for those in the back that didn't hear. It's like, for those in the back, reminds me of a Beatles. There's a live track of the Beatles, and John Lennon's a funny guy. He's a very smart guy. And they said, okay, for our next song, I want you all to help us out. Those folks up in the rafters, I want you to clap your hands, and everybody in the front, just rattle your jewelry. Thanks, Steve. You are awesome. Yeah, my Mexico videos were popping. And it just shows what your audience likes. I mean, you know, I tried to do that video. I tried to do so many things for you guys. And, you know, the ones that hit. I'll do more of it. Are the churches open in Vegas? That I don't know. My boss's church is closed for 3 weeks, so I would imagine all of them probably are. They're doing online stuff on YouTube and stuff like that, but it's a bummer because, you know, the restaurants can open, the bars can be open, but the churches can't be open. The places of worship are not good enough. We're in Vegas, kind of get a good fried chicken sandwich. And well, we have all the familiar chains, you know, churches and Popeyes, and there's Chick-fil-A's everywhere nowadays. In terms of really good fried chicken sandwiches, I don't know of a place that's like, oh, this is a Vegas only place. I'm sure there's something, and this is the food culinary. I'm not a huge culinary guy. I want to start doing food reviews, but what am I going to do? Shove food in my face and then make faces? And there's some guys that make a living off of it. It's not me necessarily. Let's see here. Do you think clubs will be open in February? 0% chance. I think there's 100% chance they are still closed in February. Not until we have 3 billion vaccines in people's arms. And even then, some people are not going to do it. Steve's Town. I don't know. Is that Steve Wynn's place? It's not Steve's Town. Shaq's Restaurant. Big Chicken. Okay, Joshua. Boom. So you go to Shaq's Chicken Shack or whatever it's called. It's right beside my favorite place, Joe's famous New York pizza. And then Jason Rupp will tell me the pizza sucks. But anyways, so there you go. You can go all the way down Harmon to Paradise, and you'll be across from where they're opening the Virgin Resort. That used to be the Hard Rock. And then you're by the German place, Hofer House. I can't even say it right. There's a restaurant with really good fried chicken and herbs and spices. It's finger licking good. Yes, but that colonel is not even a real colonel. He just dressed up like one for marketing. Let's see here. Hattie B's at the Cosmopolitan. You know, Block 16 at the Cosmo would probably have everything you guys are looking for. Block 16 is a food concept where they took different types of food from different areas in the country. Like they have soul food and they have New York, Northeast, New York, Boston type stuff. And they're going to have stuff from, the West Coast and Chinese food. And they cram them all into one area. So Block 16, and you can go eat at different culinary types of areas. And they have actual gourmet chefs cooking that kind of stuff. Let's see here. Been to the top of the world at the Stratosphere. Not to the restaurant, but I've been up the Stratosphere Resort, Hotel, Tower. I'm not a fan of heights, but I like the observation, so I go up there. And I've been up the CN Tower. See, that's slightly taller than CN Tower, Canadian National Tower in Toronto, Canada. So, the Stratosphere is beautiful. Go up there if you can do it. If you don't like the heights, then don't do it, right? I want to find a place that has great prime rib. For prime rib, we went down to that place. It's on the Link Promenade. I can't remember the name, but we did it on a live stream once. It was very good. Prime rib is very good over at Ellis Island. Everybody's going to tell you. Get your masks here to support Steven and stay safe. VegasFaceMask.com. Jason Rupp said, thank you so much, Jason. Yeah, we got so much stuff on there. There's tons of things on VegasFaceMask.com for you. Love shots. I spent 20 years in the military. Take them every bar I visit. Ha, Leonard. When you're military, you're their property. You can't even turn anything down. Would you go back to Canada, Steve? Like to visit? Sure. Maybe. Yeah, for sure. But probably not going to go back to live. It's just too cold. It's not that kind of place for me. Let's see here. Travis, the master chef. He's a trucker chef. He's really cool. He's a super nice guy. You should go check out his channel. So there you go. Jerry's Nugget is the best prime rib. Everybody's version of prime rib is like everybody's version of Cirque du Soleil. The one that you try is always your favorite. What's up, honey? I'm still online, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I know. It's a marathon tonight. So we'll go for a few more minutes. Do you need me, though? Yeah. Okay. Well, I got to get off the chat because I got to go help the wife out with some face mask stuff. So that's good. lot of orders I need to go do. Canada's way too cold. So I'm going to get off here. We'll see you guys. Oh, thank you, Sean Slack. Nice to see you in the chats, man. I hope you saw my Patreon post earlier. I was having you guys pick the topic. I'm going to select some topics and give the Patreon members credit in the video when I do the videos here on YouTube. But thank you guys so much for watching and sharing and liking. I'll be back on Thursday, so you guys know I'll be on the Strip or somewhere remote on Thursday. Lorna, wow, Lorna, that is nice of you. You didn't have to do that at last minute. It is Lorna Genix. Yeah. You recognize the name. Lorna. She's the only Lorna. No, there's Lorna Whitman, but you're just recognizing the one that got the masks from you, I think.
I know, I'm over.
Okay, so we're going to refresh this real fast here. And okay, so I'm going to get that, and we're back. And I want to get the viewer activity right here. Is Patreon better for contributing? It's just a monthly thing. Nobody has to do it. You're not forced to do it. But we got Kiwi. We got to say thank you to everybody who watched.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody who chatted, to everybody who liked, who shared.
Any shipping labels.
I know you do, love. We got to get thanks to Kiwi NZ, Don Steamy, PR, Carlos Pelon, the bald Carlos will be here in 3 days, Bill Coleman, Melanie Burleson, Jim West, PR again, Sean Slack, Lorna Genix, and Matt Smith. And thank you guys. The giant cat was behind me. I showed you guys that a few times, sitting right there by that beautiful picture. Like, share, subscribe. I'll be back with a daytime video tomorrow. I got a lot of ideas on Patreon. It's patreon.com/not leaving Las Vegas. If you guys want to check that out, you guys can do that. We're going to get out of here. So 3, 2, 1, click time. All right. Everybody ready? Oh, yeah. Also, check out vegasfacemask.com. We got a lot of licensed sports stuff if you guys like it. We don't sell those. You buy one at $25, you get one for free. Maybe your team's up there. We're going to say 3, 2, 1, click. And Kat's yelling at me. Everybody's drama, but I love them. 3, 2, 1, and thank you, and click.
Bye.
Okay. Sorry.